Now we're going live.
Okay. Okay.
I'll catch you just running around.
We're running around.
You were. I tried to catch you.
Can't catch me.
Can't catch me. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Sup, mother boop?
What? Don't be nice.
Don't be nice, heard.
We. Oh, you mother.
Boop.
Beep, beep, beep.
We will, of course, give it a give it a minute. Give it a minute for everybody to
Get on up in here.
Jojo Tay Tay.
Jojo Tay
Hello,
Tay.
my friend.
Hi.
Jojo Tay Tay.
It's been a minute.
I saw the picture of you and your wife fishing on Facebook. Very nice. I love fishing, by the way.
Me too.
I miss it.
Me
Really
too.
miss it. There's just some things that Florida will have over here.
Well, we haven't tried here.
Yeah, there's no ocean here.
Right.
There you go. There's no ocean here. It would.
I don't really care for ocean fishing.
It what?
No.
That's absurd. It's for the Boost podcast.
I'm aware.
Are you?
I am aware.
If you follow it,
This isn't signed into anything. Oh wait.
it's a guest. Yes, it is.
But I do follow.
Do you?
So I did find this on the front page last time. You need to turn notifications off on that computer.
No.
Yeah.
I need my notifications.
See? Look. It's on
Need
the
'em.
page. It's on the first page.
Ventnor, New Jersey. Really recommend those local Italians know how to cook. I've been to Jersey, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I do not like New Jersey.
I've never been, and I've heard all the things.
The last time I remember going through there was a city sanitation strike,
Oh.
and it had been going on for a while, and there were bags of garbage just piled up on the streets, and the entirety of that I spent in New Jersey smelled like the bottom of a baby's diaper. It was disgusting.
Ew.
I did not like it.
Ew.
But I changed my mind a little bit. We were gonna watch the original Bridgewater Triangle documentary, but I feel like a lot of people have probably seen it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch something a little different. It's still on the Bridgewater Triangle. It's by a channel called Top Five, so I've never heard of it, but this has 3.4 million subscribers, and this one has 130,000 views. So we'll see what they have to say. I feel like you're gonna get the general garbage trucks came by. I hope so, because back when I was there, they did not, and Jersey really smelled bad. And I don't like driving through Jersey either. Jersey is it's kind of like driving through a mini New York. I don't really care for either one of them.
Yo.
What?
Oh, okay, that's way better.
You should go in a dark mode.
I just did but it only did like part of it.
No, you have to go into your settings
I did.
and no, not for YouTube, for your computer.
I did it for Chrome.
Oh, that's the problem. You're still in the past using Chrome.
Hey,
I don't use Chrome.
whatever.
I use Microsoft Edge because I'm edgy.
I barely use this computer.
I'm an edge lord. Wait, that's not a good thing.
Don't say that. Wow.
Yeah, driving in New Jersey is not good. Until the New York. Yeah. New York drivers are something different. And we know, like, even if I had never been to New York, we know all about them from Florida because there's a lot of them in Florida. And they are, I feel like they're worse in Florida, if I'm being honest.
Agreed.
Because they come there knowing that they're not going to stay.
Yeah. They're just like, do whatever they want. Like,
What's
kind of
up, Ben?
Ben?
My friend Ben.
Aw.
I had to make it rhyme. Yeah, but
yeah, Joe, sorry.
No, please, by all means.
Joe, Steven showed me the picture of you and your wife, and I was like, Jojo Tay Tay?
Jojo Tay Tay. I can't not read it
Can't
like
help
that.
it. I know.
Because you had a friend named Taylor, and we called her Tai Tai.
Tay Tay.
Tai Tai.
I know I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Jojo Tai Tai. Hopefully, this is a good documentary. I'll let you know if it is, because I've been to every single spot in the Bridgewater Triangle. And as a matter of fact, your boy was born right in the middle
Yeah.
of the Bridgewater. No wonder I like paranormal stuff, because I was born directly in the middle of the Bridgewater Triangle. It's in my blood.
You extra today, baby. I like it.
I'll calm
No.
down. Stop hitting me with your damn chair.
I,
You can't listen.
you
Listen.
ice
I
cold.
want to. I want to let everybody know. Maybe I'll post a picture of our living room setup in Patreon. But Megan cannot, even though there's like a 10, 12 foot gap. Megan cannot not walk by my chair and hit it. Cannot do
Our nephew,
it.
our nephew
Oh,
has a nickname that he cannot get rid of. Maskadiddly doo doo.
Maska diddly doo doo.
Go, go, go.
Maska diddly go go go. And my
He's 11 and he hates it now.
and my niece calls me Uncle Donut.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, they were on the phone with her last night.
The voice.
And I was like, "Hey, niece," and she goes, "Hey, Uncle Donut."
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah. And I'm forever Tia.
I don't like it.
Joey, my
You
nephew can
are
say,
the whitest girl
I
in the
understand
world.
that. But when he was learning to talk, I was trying to get him to say Auntie M, like from the Wizard of Oz. Auntie M.
Yeah, but your
M for Megan.
sister pushed Tia,
But
which doesn't make any
she
sense.
just kept saying all the random
Your
like
family is
ant names.
so white, I'm pretty sure they spawned from Mount Caucasus,
Hey, we are very white.
the Caucasus of mountains.
Hey, Silver.
What's up, niece?
Speaking of all the nieces and
That's not
nephews.
that's not the Uncle Donut niece though.
No, it's not. The Uncle Donut niece is like 7.
Yeah, she's little. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I don't like the whole Tia thing. It doesn't. I just don't like it.
I'm forever Tia. I just am.
I could have just been Uncle Steve, and I'm fine with that. Just like my dad.
Uncle Donut.
Yeah, I just wanted to be Uncle Steve, but that didn't work out. All because I gave them some donuts at a restaurant one night.
Yep.
I was coined at Dixie Crossroads. It's a
Yep.
pretty famous place if nobody knows it.
Oh, love Dixie
It's
Crossroads.
not what it used to be.
It's not.
In my head, I'm
But
like, oh man, I love Dixie Crossroads. And the last time we went, I was like, this place sucks. It used to be amazing.
it's Dixie
Yeah, but they need
Crossroads.
to like get new owners or something,
I know.
because whatever has happened there, you can tell. Like, because we went there on a weekend
Hmm.
and there was nobody in there.
I know.
It's world famous though. I mean, the same. I drop everything I play with when I'm sitting here.
Ben, I remembered this time that you are from Florida. Do you know
Oh
what
my
Dixie
God.
Crossroads is?
Megan remembered something. Let's all take this moment to just soak this in, because it will be the last time.
Thank you. I appreciate the
How
recognition.
white is Megan?
Oh, Brad.
Megan is so white that her bare ass shines like a beacon in the dark. Her family is like is like 3 scoops of sugar and a half a gallon of milk in your coffee white. Okay, they are Stouffer's macaroni and cheese, no seasoning whites. Except for Megan, she does like seasoning, but I'm just talking about her background. Okay, Megan is like church on Sunday morning, and her dad played golf. I mean, they are the whitest, whitest.
I don't know if they don't have multiple
You don't
Dixie
know?
Crossroads, do
No, no,
they?
there's only one.
Okay.
There's the only one Dixie Crossroads. That's why it's world famous, and it's in Titusville.
It is in Titusville. If you ever get the chance to go over that way, go to
Yeah,
Dixie
but yeah,
Crossroads. It
he
is
lives in North Florida.
well,
He
I
lives
don't
in
know where.
you're
It's a
in
big state.
you're in Jacksonville, if I remember correctly,
Oh,
right?
you in a panhandle.
I'm sort of. I mean, it's not really in the Panhandle.
I mean,
Panhandle's the other side.
to be fair, Silver, I am incredibly white. Oh, and I don't have my burn covered.
Yeah, it's all
Finally
it's
uncovered it.
pretty much all like healed up
Yeah, it's just going to be a gnarly scar.
because of me, because of Dr. Donut. She is all healed up. It's
I
it's
don't think you can see my burn on the camera.
it's not that I'm trying to like shots fired here. It's just her
I am very
sister
white.
her sister insisted on pushing this Tia instead of Aunt Megan thing, and
Auntie M.
It doesn't matter. Either one, it doesn't matter.
That's what I
But it
wanted.
bothers me because nobody in your family can even speak Spanish. It's like nobody's even married in that Spanish. So the closest you have is one half Italian kid.
Yeah, and
And
he's married in.
he is the whitest of them all.
He's married in.
He is like Johnsonville sausages because he can't cook white.
He can't.
Yeah,
Uncle Gosh cannot cook.
Uncle Gosh is. I love him. Don't get me wrong. Like he's my boy. But good Lord, they are.
We're very white.
Ugh,
I
they
am I am the one person in the family who doesn't cook like I'm white.
I did a lot of the cooking and her family stuff
Yes,
for a long time.
he did. It was wonderful.
Because while I am also very white, I also grew up in the hood. So I learned at a very young age how to cook.
Dr. Donut. You are now Dr. Donut.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been treating my arm every day for almost 3 weeks.
that's right.
He's been super great about it. Except when I
Well,
come downstairs and I'm like, "Hey, you ready?" He's like, "Oh, I just sat down."
well, yeah, because it's always you always catch me at the worst time.
I know.
So I have a tattoo gun coming.
I know, I'm so excited.
This is something I did a long, long time ago, and I just never really took it anywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can do it.
Dabble again. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have all kinds of little
Megan just
tattoos
wants
everywhere.
free
I
tattoos.
do. I need so many more tattoos.
I'll still have to pay for mine, but whatever.
Listen, I have like 5 tattoos, and no one ever really knows that I have tattoos unless I am in a tank top
I
and
have like
shorts.
three, and you can see them all on camera.
A three? More
Yeah.
like 43.
No, I have 38.
Oh, oh my God, a couple, like 5 off.
Yeah,
My
but I have
bad.
a lot of really bad tattoos because of my past.
I mean, they all have a story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of those stories where I was drunk on my friend's couch,
It's a story.
or I was buying illegal things from some guy who also had a tattoo gun.
It's a story. Are they meaningful? Probably not,
No,
but they have stories.
I mean, very few of them are meaningful.
I
Some of them are, and some of them I wouldn't even get again if I'm being honest.
Mine like kind of have a little bit of meaning, but it's only like a little bit, and then the rest is just because I liked it. You know?
My favorite tattoo that I have on my body is by far the least technically pleasing. The one, no,
No,
wow, shots fired, huh?
no. This is my favorite.
No, that's not what you were saying. But anyways, the one that I think is my favorite is the least technical one. It's probably one of the worst done ones. It's
Hmm.
probably one of the ones that makes the least amount of sense, but it's my favorite. It's goofy and I
Which
love
one?
it. I don't even know if they're going to be able to see it. Where is it?
This
Oh,
side.
this one right here.
Yeah.
This is, oh, wait, I have to look at our camera. They're not going to be able to see it.
No, because that's the arm that's covered.
This
These one.
one, it's my pirate skull.
I really like the Jack skeleton too.
Yeah. I love the pirate skull. It is, um,
I don't think you can see it.
yeah, I can see it a little bit. I do. I have a bit of a story that I'm
Mm,
probably never going to tell on camera because it will get us taken off of the YouTube.
he has a story, as do I.
Yes, that's how we met when
That's how we met.
our stories collided.
That's right.
But yeah, most of my favorite tattoos are probably they're probably the worst ones, but they're my favorite. I guess they symbolize a fun time
Hmm.
because the pirate skull was literally just me and my buddy drinking 40s, and he was like, "Do you want a tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah."
And we're also getting bigger blankets for
Oh,
relaxing
I don't think I've
in
ever
our
told you
chairs.
this. I drew this on a napkin first.
What?
Yeah, no, we were sitting at our like a bar, like kitchen bar,
Hmm.
and I just drew it on a napkin. I was like, "Do that," and that's how it came to be. That napkin's probably in the trash now, but I should have kept it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
I like
might
it.
actually be on that piece of drawn paper in my wallet from like 15 years ago.
Oh yeah. I always forget you have that paper in there.
I don't. I keep it. And every time I show it to somebody who was there that night, nobody remembers it.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right. What are we watching, Boo?
We're watching that thing, but we're just hanging out.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with this?
No,
Megan doesn't want to hang out with everybody.
I
So we're going to
do.
watch the mysterious and eerie events that happen inside the Bridgewater Triangle.
Ooh.
Like I said, for anybody who came in after, I was going to put on the Bridgewater Triangle documentary, but a lot of people have probably already seen it. And if you haven't, it's super easy to find. It's full of, it's honestly what I used a lot of for our episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so if we watch it, you're just going to hear the same stuff that we talked about. I want to see if there's any other claims. I really want it to be Pukwudgie heavy. I do.
You
I
always
want
roll
to be
your
convinced. I
eyes.
want to be convinced.
You always roll your
I
eyes at
want to be
Pukwudgie.
convinced. But everybody was like, "Don't talk about them because they'll come for you." I've been talking about them for 10 years and nothing's ever happened.
There's only one thing that we have talked about that's been a thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about him.
I know.
But like people like, "Don't talk about skinwalkers." Skinwalker, skinwalker, skinwalker.
We literally live like an hour and a half away from the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, nothing ever happens.
No.
And Pukwudgie, Pukwudgie, Pukwudgie. Nothing. Nothing. But we are really far from Pukwudgies.
Yes.
We are
It's on
like
the other side of the country.
2,500 miles away from Pukwudgies.
Yeah.
And if they're real, they can keep their short, smelly little asses over there.
Interested in what, Silver?
But do you mean the original documentary? If you are, it's super easy to find. It's one of the first things that popped up on YouTube for me.
Hmm.
Let me see. Maybe I can go back and you can see it without giving away any of my information here. Oh wait, I wonder how that's gonna work. Actually, this is a good test here. Hold on, I want to see what happens. Okay, all right, yeah, you can see it. It's this one right here. This is the original one. It's the inside the Bridgewater Triangle. It's really good. So, I
It's
would,
literally, what is, go back. It's literally by the Bridgewater Triangle Paranormal Investigators.
yeah,
Interesting.
it's like the original video.
If you don't know
You haven't heard of
where to start in
Puckwudgies
Top
before you
Heroes
listen to
World, the
us?
Springland
Oh,
is a great place to
man.
start.
What?
There are low-level enemies and
Yeah,
villages with free
Puckwudgies,
healing.
man.
Who hasn't heard of
They're
Pukwudgies?
Jojo Tay Tay.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, don't you live in the Northeast? Somebody we listens to us from. Oh no, that's Eric. I'm thinking of Eric. Eric lives in
Pennsylvania, right?
no,
No?
no, that's Joe.
Oh, I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, we'll go on YouTube after this and what I just showed on there. The original documentary, it's good. It is really good. It's full of a lot of stuff that I don't agree with,
Hmm.
but it is really good. How do I remember where everybody lives. Megan doesn't even remember where anyone lives. It's
Ah,
it's crazy.
it's a talent.
Wow, it's basically Alabama. I don't have you ever
Wow.
been to Alabama? Well, he drives, so he's probably been to Alabama. So I'll give him a pass. He's probably allowed to talk trash.
I've been to Bama.
I've unfortunately been to Alabama as well.
I've been to Bama.
I've been to every single state on the East Coast, from Florida to Maine.
Mm,
I miss Maine so much.
I miss North Carolina. It was so pretty.
I was actually short story. So when I was growing up, my grandparents owned a cabin in Maine. And I'm not talking about like Bangor, Maine. I'm talking Strong, Maine, Porter Lake, which is out in the middle of nowhere. And it's just like there's a lot more houses now,
Hmm.
but back when I was a kid, the closest house was 2, 3 miles away. I remember the only other house I ever remember seeing was the one across the lake on the side of the mountain. But yeah, I used to go there, and it was like recently. We were up late, and I was like watching videos of Maine because I was like, I want to go to Maine.
Hmm.
And I found a video, and my grandparents' old house was in the video. It was like a
Yep.
flyover. It was crazy.
Your sister-in-law's from Bama.
Eugh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, she's from. Oh, and she she didn't marry her cousin.
Hey, Bama's roll tide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll tide.
Roll Tide,
Ugh.
like your time of month.
Ew,
It's red.
stop.
Roll Tide, roll. I've heard
yeah.
of Bedford, the Pablabam,
I turned around
and
in a driveway and a guy was on his porch with a shotgun. Sounds about right.
I've been to New Bedford,
New Bedford.
New Bedford.
Yep.
All right, let's get into this. We've had 5 watching for a while now, so let's jump into this. So again, the mysterious and eerie events that happen inside the Bridgewater Triangle. Hopefully, we will.
Learn some new things.
They're outside doing the yard work.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's see if we learn anything new today.
Let's do it.
In this video, we'll be looking at some of the strange things that happen in the Bridgewater Triangle.
The Bridgewater
Located in
Triangle.
southeastern Massachusetts, the Triangle is a 200 square mile area that
Right there in the
encompasses
middle,
the
babe.
towns of
Boom, right there in the middle.
Yep.
Taunton, Massachusetts, home birthplace of a legend. A legend.
Why not, Silver? It happens.
Can you not with the it's natural. It's more natural than breastfeeding.
You
Abington,
shut
Taunton,
your mouth.
Rehoboth, and Freetown. And
Rehoboth,
for many
these are all the
years,
places I
region
used
has
to
been
hang out.
plagued by malevolent forces and paranormal activity, which some say stems from curses that Native Americans placed in the area when the Europeans arrived and ravaged their communities. Reported anomalies include ghostly apparitions,
This is a
UFOs,
quieter video. Let me know if you guys are having a hard time hearing it, and I'll turn it up a little bit.
And deaths. The area also has a range of historic monuments that hold their own mystery. Let's take a deep dive into the Bridgewater Triangle. Hit those lights.
You're hearing
sit
an
back,
echo?
and enjoy.
Is anybody else hearing an echo?
Hello, hello, hello.
No, she says she hears it
Like with
in the video.
Yeah.
I don't hear it on this end. Is anybody else hearing the echo? Can we determine if this is her computer? You let us know. Okay, you do hear an echo. I wonder if I do that. Let me think. Okay, then we can't hear it. I'm honestly not quite sure what to do here. Hello? Okay. I don't know what to do. Did it stop after?
Did you hear the echo before I asked him
Now,
to turn it
before
up?
we begin, we'd just like to say a few words about horror. We know that the world is a scary place. We've shown you enough
Is
spooky,
that better?
supernatural, and downright creepy things on this channel to be aware of it. But sometimes Googling yourself can be the scariest thing of all. If you've ever done this, you might well be shocked.
Yourself can be the scariest thing of them all.
History. The triangle first
This
got
ain't
its
better.
name in the 1970s when researcher Don
Man,
Coleman
that's loud.
carried out paranormal investigations in the area. Following his extensive research and studies, he mapped out a triangle where the strange phenomena seemed to be intensely active. To fully understand the area, first we will need to look at its history and how the Native American tribes that originally inhabited the area, who to this day still influence some of the beliefs and legends surrounding the triangle. Long before European settlers arrived, the region was home to several Native American tribes, including the Wampanoag, the Massachusetts,
Okay, good.
and Narragansett.
You stop it.
You stop.
By far the most powerful of these was the Wampanoag.
Whoa.
It's not Wampanoag. It's Wampanoag. It's the Wampanoag people.
So weird.
Wampanoag. It's not Wampanoag. It's Wampanoag.
That was hilarious.
But not like that.
Wampanoag.
It's because it's like AU. I forget how it's spelled, but I get why he would think that.
Because of the letters that are
Yeah,
strung together.
but it's only a mistake I
Right.
feel like somebody from another country would make. And this is the problem, like, even though we share like the same language with England, we spell things and pronounce things differently.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a little messed up. But yes, the Wampanoag people inhabited that area for, I mean, as far back as I could find.
Mhm.
I really hope they have Profile Rock in here because I have a picture of me and my pops sitting up on top of Profile Rock when I was like, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
and it is the most 80s picture ever. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I
Okay.
should have peed before I sat down, but
Mhm.
the peeing must happen. Okay, look, if you want to pause it and talk to
I
them,
know.
do you?
I
Because
do.
every time you're like,
Because then I have to do this.
oh no,
And
I'll be right back.
you're right
And it was
there.
them who believed in the existence of the Mishipeshu, a
hear
giant
that?
shape-shifting
Did I hit the mic?
serpent who controlled lightning and thunderstorms, and who emerged from the earth to protect the people from danger. However, the arrival of European settlers in the 17th century brought about the King Philip's War that took place between 1675 and 1676, a brutal conflict that resulted in the near extinction of the native tribes, and a battle that left a lasting impact on the land and its people.
Mm-hmm.
In the centuries that followed, the area was developed and became a site of industry and development, and was known for its agricultural and manufacturing output. However, it developed a dark side, and in the 1970s, a series of brutal murders took place in the Freetown State Forest within the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yes.
These-
The murders. The murders that happened in the 70s. I completely forgot about them, but as soon as he said it, it came right back into my brain. So we always talk about like the impressions that things that happen on the land leave, and for sure basically like the battle that happened and just the amount of people that were taken out during these battles is awful and terrible. What was that?
Just like I had to go outside.
Why?
Because what did you order?
Nothing?
You didn't order a stud? Because I'm here.
Ah,
Oh, what are we talking about?
talking about like the when the Native Americans had like their battles and like a bunch of them were taken out, and like the impression that it leaves on the land that we
Yeah,
always talk about.
it's the Hockomock Swamp
Hmm.
was where a good portion of I'm dead was a good was where a good portion of the King Philip's War happened, and a lot of people died there.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
King Philip is said to have, I think it was King Philip. Was it? I don't know. Somebody is supposedly cursed the swamp. So the swamp is forever known as like cursed land.
And they just started talking about the murders that happened in the 70s.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah.
The little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that apparently that's like huge. My dad remembers all that.
These crimes have never been
But he's
solved,
old.
and were the start of several unexplained happenings that have contributed to the area's reputation for violence and mystery, and reports of UFO sightings,
Contributed.
ghostly phenomenon, and other paranormal incidents started to emerge. The Curse of King Philip.
Okay, it was King
Hi,
Philip.
Tina.
Tina.
King Philip was the leader of the
Madame.
Wampanoag tribe and was killed on August 12, 1676 by traitor John Alderton, who was a Native American who converted to Christianity and turned on his own people. King Philip's body was drawn and quartered and his head placed on a spike outside Port Plymouth, where it stayed for the next 20 years, serving as a warning to other Native American tribes. It is claimed that on his deathbed, King Philip put a curse on the Bridgewater Triangle, vowing that the land would be forever barren and unproductive. After King Philip's death and the brutal battle that ensued, his surviving people were rounded up and sold into slavery. The war ruined the local economy, destroyed towns, and created mass burial grounds. This, coupled with the curse, is said to be responsible for a variety of misfortune over the centuries, from crop failures, natural disasters, and paranormal activity. The Devil's Footprint.
Oh, snap.
Devil's Footprint?
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard of that before.
The Devil's Footprint is a curious and enduring legend associated with the triangle. The footprint is a mysterious indentation in a rock near the town of Norton. It is around 16 inches long and 8 inches wide
I used to
and is
live in Norton.
located close to a cemetery. The print is said to belong to the devil after he made a deal with a local Native American tribe. He promised the tribe he would help them win the war against the Europeans in exchange for their
Sweet-looking
souls.
devil.
There have been several investigations into the origins of the Devil's Footprint, but none have been able to explain how it got there or who left it. and despite its inaccessible location, many paranormal enthusiasts and other curious visitors attempt to locate the footprint. It remains a popular destination for those trying to get to the bottom of whose foot it is.
It didn't look like a foot to me.
In Massachusetts, if I'm sure somebody has destroyed it by now.
Mm.
You can't have nothing nice there.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Either that or
The
somebody.
only thing that's still kept really nice are the like 18th century churches. That's it.
Their parks are kept pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like the bird sanctuary right in the middle of Taunton, which Taunton is just it's a cesspool, but even that place is nice. But they do really value their historic architecture,
Yeah, for sure.
which I
It was
like.
very noticeable when I visited there with you.
Yeah, it's always nice to visit because you get to see some cool stuff that not every place has,
Right.
especially being as old. Like it's the oldest place in the United States, so
Mm-hmm.
well, of European descent. It's not necessarily the oldest.
Well,
I'm just saying.
The Dighton Rock.
Dighton.
That's Profile Rock.
Yeah.
Another strange anomaly in the Bridgewater Triangle is the Dighton Rock, a 40-ton boulder located in the Taunton River in southeastern Massachusetts. The strange rock is covered in odd markings that no one has
Oh
been
no,
able to decipher.
that's
These
not
markings
it.
are a
But
mix
that's
of
right
geometric
next to it.
shapes, lines, and human-like figures.
Vegas.
Some believe the markings were made by the Native Americans or even ancient civilizations, like the Phoenicians or Vikings, while others believe they are extraterrestrial in origin. The earliest recorded mention of the rock comes from 1680, when Puritan minister John Danforth visited the stone and speculated it was created by the devil. Despite many studies and attempts to decipher the markings by experts in linguistics and archaeology, secrets and intrigues surround the boulder and just add another layer of mystery to the Bridgewater Triangle. Route 44,
I'm
Rehoboth.
a little upset that they didn't mention Profile Rock. Profile Rock is a giant. It's a giant rock, small mountain. We'll call it because you do got to climb it to get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
It has since fallen apart, unfortunately, but it is not man-made. It is completely natural.
Yep.
I'm sure if you Google it, you can find it online, what it used to look like. But when you would walk down the path to go up the Profile Rock, it gave the perfect, and I don't mean kind of like it gave the perfect um, resemblance to a Native American chief.
That's so cool.
Perfect.
Eh, That's so cool. I definitely wish I could have seen that in North Carolina, near just outside Boone. Um, there was this place called Grandfather
Have you
Mountain.
ever lived or been anywhere that doesn't sound like people pick banjos and threaten each other's mouths?
Boone, North Carolina? No, I have not. But anyways,
Oh my gosh.
but there's this mountain called Grandfather Mountain,
Yeah, you've told me about that before.
and it's literally just this mountain range, and the way the mountains just go, it's like an old man laying down.
Did you
It's so
know?
cool. And there's a swinging bridge
I'm gonna hit you
up
with a
there. It's
with a
super neat.
did you know right here on the video on
BT
live.
dubs, I get did you knows every single day. Every single
I
day.
was googling
He's the fact master.
Mount Timpanogos,
Okay.
and I don't know if it translates to or if it's just been referred to as, but I think they refer to it as the Sleeping Lady. And
Oh,
if you look at it from a certain angle, it looks like a Native American lady sleeping.
shut up.
And she's supposed to be like the protector of that mountain.
That's like right here.
Yeah.
It's literally right here.
Yeah, that's why I was looking it up because it was here. Hmm.
Aw, I want to see it now. Did you
The
know?
legend of the red-headed hitchhiker is a well-known tale around the
Okay, all right,
Bridgewater.
all right. So this story that they're about to tell
Mm.
is like
Rehoboth.
Rehoboth, Taunton, Dighton area. And I've known about this since long before the inception of YouTube. And me and my friends would hang out and drive down the road. Yeah,
While partaking.
in driving. And we would actually what we were doing is we were trying to catch this ghost.
Oh, I remember which one this is. Okay.
Yeah, this is the hitchhiking ghost.
Yeah.
But
And the
this
flannel shirt, right?
flannel shirt, red
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
But he's also like, all right, if you're local to there, he'll also be referred to as the jogger because people say he looks like a jogger jogging down the street. It just depends on who you talk to.
Right.
Um,
Or depends on what they've seen, because it could be different things.
but I mean, this story's been around forever to the point where me and my friends would drive down this part of town and just to look for this ghost.
Hmm.
Me and my cousin John, rest his soul, this is what we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
not him driving though, because
He never had a
he
license.
never had a driver's license.
Ever.
I love it, man. I miss him. But yeah, we would get in the car with our friends and we would smoke cigars and we would look for the redheaded jogger because people that we knew would say, "I seen him."
Hmm.
We never saw him though.
Aw, that stinks.
The
But
triangle.
hold please.
Yes.
Because every time we see a town name from Massachusetts, it brings me back to the episode where you were like, I don't think you could read these town names. So I'm going to read this episode. I have been with you for 13 years. You don't think I know how to say these things?
I'm gonna put up some maybe all right
Hmm.
after this, just shortly, because you're doing this. We're gonna bring up we're gonna go ahead and bring up town names from Massachusetts and see if you can say
And
them.
run some tests?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The ghost
I
of
might
Figure is
butcher a
said to
few,
haunt Route
yes.
44,
Oh no.
a major
You've been
road
with
that
me
runs
for
through the
13
region.
years and
The
you're gonna
apparition
know them.
manifests as a hitchhiker with fiery red hair, dressed in jeans and a flannel shirt. Those who have stopped to give him a lift say after some sort of interaction, the empty-eyed man launches into a loud and terrifying yelling or laughing fit, before disappearing without a trace from their cars. Over the years, there have been numerous sightings of the hitchhiker, and some believe he is the ghost of a young man who died in a car crash along Route 44, whilst others suggest
Route 44 also runs through Raynham and it's called the Raynham Auto Mile. I used to work on Route 44.
Auto mile?
Yeah, it's where all
Okay.
the car dealers are.
Oh,
And
makes sense.
I used to live in a house. We'll just call it a house on Route 44. Route
Can-
44 is like the major area around there. It's kind of like their I-75.
Mm.
So I just want to throw that out there. I know Route 44 very well. Very well.
If anybody knows what a trap house is, that's what he lived in.
I didn't. Come
is
on
a
now.
vengeful spirit,
You
seeking
can shout.
retribution for past wrongs.
You think makes me look bad.
You're not that person anymore. Neither am I.
UFO sightings in the Triangle. Over the years, numerous UFO sightings have been reported within the Bridgewater Triangle. The earliest reported sighting happened on the night of May 10th, 1908, when a group of residents
hear it, Ben.
witnessed a bright glowing object in the sky. It was roughly 300 feet long and moved silently across
What's
the
the best
sky
story?
before
I don't have
disappearing
any
over
stories
the
about trap
horizon.
houses because I've never been to one.
It would be
Liar.
60 years before another credible sighting was reported after two Mansfield police officers reported seeing a
Wish this
large
Velcro was quieter. I
triangular-shaped
just wanna play with
object
it.
hovering over the town.
Is that
I
what
know,
that
I know.
is?
Yeah, I can't help
my
it.
It was
God.
estimated to
Sorry.
be 200 foot in diameter, and the officers claimed they felt static electricity as it passed over them. Other witnesses reported the same
What are you looking
craft
for?
and feeling
Are
on
you
the
looking for
same
this?
night.
Yes, play with that, please. Oh
In
my God.
1979, two radio journalists claimed to have seen a large glowing orb hovering over the Hockomock Swamp.
Oh, come on.
Other residents
Oh,
also
come on.
witnessed the anomaly, but no explanation was ever found. In August 1994, the residents of Freetown witnessed
I'll be
a
honest,
large
like whatever you think of as a swamp, the Hockomock Swamp does not look like a swamp.
No?
It's not swamp like we think of it from Florida.
Oh, so it's like an
It's
actual
different. Nah,
swamp?
because we never referred to it as the Hockomock Swamp when we were there. It was always just the Taunton River.
Oh.
And hey, fun fact.
Mhm.
Never drink water from the Taunton River because of the amount of bodies that have been pulled out of it.
What?
It was
That's gross.
it was a favorite dumping place of bodies back in the day.
That's super gross.
Yeah, you just don't drink the water there. You don't drink the tap water.
I did not.
I mean, it might be better now, but they've cleaned it up a lot. But when I was little, I remember everybody had like a Brita filter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't drink the water.
triangular-shaped craft in the
It's dirty.
sky. It emitted a bright light and was the size of a football pitch. It left the residents with a feeling of unease and a sense of dread. The most recent event was in 2008, when a Bridgewater resident spotted a bright pulsating object in the sky. It was emitting a loud humming noise and was around the size of a basketball.
You believe in UFOs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I
Put
do.
the Velcro down, please.
I can't help it. It's fun. Listen, I need something to do.
Oh, and I gave you another little
You didn't give
fidget.
me anything. I gave it to myself. Uh, I do believe in aliens. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even like a little on the fence. Like I do believe they exist. I just don't believe that we're the only thing that exists in this entire galaxy.
Absolutely not.
However, I don't believe 99% of the claims people make.
Agreed. I'm not saying all the claims are, oh, definitely UFOs,
Like
but
they make for really good stories.
yeah,
You know,
of
like the
course.
fire in the sky and all that stuff. But I, I feel like if aliens have been around and they're more technologically advanced, why would they be showing themselves to toothless farmers out in like Kentucky? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't see. What are they just trying to give them a story?
probably.
Hey, I saw a light in the sky. Oh, dang, Billy Bob, we gonna shoot her down. Yeehaw!
All right. What
On the
about you
same
guys? You
day,
believe in UFOs?
several other residents reported the incident.
Aliens?
Ding, 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 ding,
Despite
ding,
numerous
ding, 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 ding,
investigations and
ding,
attempts to debunk the
ding, ding,
UFO
ding, ding. You
sightings,
got a bird
many
mouth, boy.
sightings remain unsolved. Whether these encounters are evidence of extraterrestrial visitors or simply misinterpretations of natural phenomena, like planes or drones, is unknown. But one thing is certain, the Bridgewater Triangle continues to captivate the imagination of paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics alike. The mysterious profile rock.
Yes!
Here it is.
Let me fix my headphones.
Profile rock, also known as the Old Man of
Look at
Joshua
it.
Mountain,
I see
is
it.
No,
said to
that's not the
resemble
angle.
face of a Native American man.
I could definitely see it.
According to local legends, the face
I remember when I was a kid walking up and my dad was showing it to me. I had a hard time seeing it at first, and then we moved to a certain direction. And I mean, it was as clear as
Mm.
that picture right there. I mean, it is
I'm sure over time it's just kind
terrifying.
of disintegrated. But yeah, I definitely believe that a fighter pilot
That's
has
different.
seen some stuff.
That's different, though. They're in a suit. I'm not saying every single UFO story is fake. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that either.
I'm
I'm
saying
like,
I'm talking to Joe, not you. Well, you're debating it. I'm not debating with you. I'm debating with Joe. I believe I'm not debating with anybody. I'm explaining myself. But uh, it's just 99% of the stories come from people that are clearly looking for attention. They are clearly coming from people who have nothing else to do. Somebody like a fighter pilot, I understand. They're in the sky all the time. They're flying super fast. And I've seen some of the most convincing UFO footage I've ever seen has come from like fighter pilot stuff or pilots in general, where it's really hard to deny. It is really hard to deny. But
hmm
what I'm talking about is you know who I'm talking about.
hmm
Come on. Okay.
faces the spirit of
I was just letting you
Massasoit,
talk.
Thank
a
you.
Wampanoag chief who played a crucial role in the early days of the Plymouth colony.
You
Some
know,
believe that
you're
the
not supposed to
spirit
play this game
of
with me.
Massasoit
Come on.
watches over the land, protecting it from harm. Visitors to Freetown Fall River State Forest, where Profile Rock is located, have long
That's not true. That's not true. That's not
Really?
where it is.
Oh,
I mean, it is in the Freetown National Forest, but it's in Dighton.
really?
That's how I remember it.
Okay.
It was that it unless it's like right on the line or something. But it's like it's out in the woods. It's hard to believe.
Oh, what about Roswell, New Mexico? Hmm.
I do believe no, well, what do you mean? Can you be more specific with what you're asking? Because I don't necessarily believe all the sightings there. However, I do believe that there is something that has to do with UFOs going on there, like underground, whether they have something, whether
Right.
they've captured something,
It's a
know
it's a
something.
hotbed
I don't
of
know if it's so much a
something.
hotbed. I think of it the way in my head that I think of it is it's like a when they have something solid or they actually have an actual piece of that,
Mhm.
it goes to Roswell
Right.
because you can't even get close to that place.
No, absolutely
So what
not.
are they really doing in there?
Mhm.
So it just depends on what you mean when you ask about Roswell. Do you mean just do we believe all the stories of aliens in the sky? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, maybe some, because if
Mhm.
we are hoarding UFO stuff there, it would make sense for aliens or extraterrestrials to come back.
Yeah, because they know where their things
Yeah,
have
and
been
be like,
taken.
give us our shit back, man.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I do firmly believe that there is something going on underground there
Mhm.
that has to do with stuff we don't understand. I don't think any I don't think any presidents have met with the alien overlords like the story goes. Well, there's a real story
Yeah,
that
no.
that goes by that, but um they did, but what they haven't shown us anything though. And the government likes to admit to things when they need you to look this way because they're doing something over here.
Agreed. However, I think it was just more of a, hey, yeah, the rumors are kind of true. There was no specifics to it. Of course they wouldn't.
But it's
It's
so
like,
stupid for them to say that the rumors are true because most of us already believed in it anyway.
of course.
You know what I'm
But
saying? So show us something. What do you have there?
yeah, I
You
would
don't have
love
to
that.
you don't have to give us all your secrets,
Hmm.
but what do you have there? Can you prove it to us?
What kind of, just give us something, one little nugget, you know?
Because if it's not aliens, then what are they doing
Mm,
there? Are they doing something against the people? And I feel like we should have a right to know that stuff. I know we're never going to, but I feel like we should have the right.
yeah,
Uh, exactly.
exactly.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Like, I just feel like they tell us what we want to hear when they need us to stop paying attention to something else. They dropped it again. I can't not drop it. But they do. They only give us the little bit to keep us occupied
Hmm.
while they do other shady things, and I hate it.
Yeah.
When are they not? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The government is so corrupt, man. That's why like it's hard to be in one political party or the other because
Absolutely.
all they do is blind you with the stuff that really doesn't matter anyway.
Hmm.
They're like I get social issues are social issues, but they're not the things that are going to change an individual's life overall.
Mm.
I don't
Or
care.
quality of life.
I mean, my take on things have always been I don't have to like nor understand the way you live your life, but we're all Americans and you have the right to live your life that way. Don't push it on me. I don't push my shit on you. And we can all be happy and harmonious and live long and prosper. But I do want to know why the government is so fixated on that stuff when we know damn well there are way bigger
Bigger
things happening
issues. Yeah,
behind the scenes.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't trust my government, unfortunately, but I do love America. So
America.
yeah, fortunately,
America.
fortunately, America's not the government; it's the people,
Mm.
and I stand with the people.
Oh my God.
Long reported
We the
strange
people.
occurrences, such as eerie lights, ghostly apparitions, and even Bigfoot sightings. And many believe these supernatural events are connected to the mysterious
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it because what did you space cryptid?
Space cryptids, bruh. For sure.
Unfortunately, that golden line
They,
was wasted on terrible people.
uh-huh.
But
Amen, brother.
nonetheless, we should coin that on a T-shirt
Mm-hmm.
before shitty people do.
Ben, you saw some files when you were in the military? Bruh.
Hey, we
Ex-
should probably not talk about that.
I mean,
No, we should probably not talk about that.
you can like
I mean, if you want to hit us up
on the side.
on the side, but I don't think we should talk about that here. You just never know.
Agreed.
You never know. I mean, we have 6 people watching, but you never know who's listening. And we just want to keep it safe for everybody.
Yeah. Enjoy the American life, huh?
Now, Ben, if you stop showing up to these lives, I'm gonna think something happened.
mysterious space on the rock.
Ooh, Bigfoot got
The
him.
area surrounding the rock was
Space
once a
cryptids.
sacred meeting
Space
place for tribal
cryptid.
leaders,
Cryptid?
and it's believed that important
Crispy,
ceremonies and
crispid
rituals took place there.
cryptids.
Why would this guy travel to get
So yeah, I
permanent
was
dental
talking
implants? Instead of
just real
placing you in
real quick
temporary
go back
teeth,
to this
you
whole
get your
profile
permanent
rock
teeth.
thing.
Today is a site
I was talking to my dad lately, or I talked to him recently, like within the past year, and he was the one that told me that I think he might have went back to profile rock or something, maybe with my sister,
Hmm.
and I guess a big chunk of it slid off.
Oh
Yeah, well,
no.
I mean, it's been around. probably 1,000 years.
Mhm.
But to me, all right, so there's a courthouse in Taunton.
Okay.
It's the old one, okay? And now that doesn't
So, like,
sound like
the
much.
the big one?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
down the green.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, and that doesn't sound like anything a big deal to anybody, but this courthouse is from, I believe it was built in either the late 1600s or the early 1700s, something
Super
like
old.
that.
Like, wicked old.
And about maybe like the late 90s or something, they decided that they were going to like fix it up. They were going to like renovate it.
Renovate, yeah.
And there's this big the way the people in town talk is they believe that there's something connected to the top of this church. There was like a cross on top of the church, and it was in this big dome. I think it was copper, like ornamented thing. And people swear, and I do agree with this. The day that they took that down was the day that Taunton turned to shit.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when I was a kid growing up, Taunton was very safe.
Mhm.
It was a nice place, and there were kids everywhere, and there weren't all these drive-by shootings and drugs and needles everywhere. And then when they brought it back, the town like started to slowly like clean up.
Mm.
So they believe
It's like
there's
a super tied in thing
there's
to
a
the
lot of
town.
really like old curse type beliefs in
Superstition
this
kinda
area,
things.
and it's Bridgewater Triangle. But I wanted to point that out because I think what I was trying to get to was the face sliding off of the rock was almost like an indication that the area has gone away.
Crumbled.
Yeah, so I think
Mm.
there's a lot of symbology there.
It continues to be a place of reverence and respect for the Wampanoag people. Whatever the truth is about the rock, geologists have their own theory and believe it was formed through a process called spheroidal weathering, which occurs when water seeps into the cracks of the rock and causes it to erode over time.
Mhm.
This natural process has sculpted the rock into its unique face-like appearance, making it a one-of-a-kind geological wonder. Anawan Rock. Anawan Rock in Rehoboth is named after Chief Anawan, a leader of the Wampanoag tribe during King
Newick.
Philip's War. The rock marks the site where Chief Anawanan surrendered to the English colonists, ending the war. But the spirits of the past seem to linger, as visitors have reported strange occurrences and ghostly sightings in the area, believed to be the spirits of Native American warriors. Some have even claimed to witness reenactments of the final battle between the Wampanoag tribe and the English colonists, complete with the sounds of war cries and musket fire. Unexplained lights have also been seen around Anawan Rock, with some speculating that they could be the spirits of the tribe, or even extraterrestrial in origin. These lights often appear as orbs
Yeah,
or
me too.
streaks, moving erratically before disappearing without a trace. Paranormal investigators have captured EVPs of the rock,
Now,
with some recordings featuring what sounds like Native Americans chanting or drumming.
we talked about this in our
These eerie
episode,
sounds
Mhm.
seem to emanate from the rock itself,
but these
adding
were
to the
also
location's
claims that
eeriness.
were around Profile Rock.
Mm.
All of this stuff that they just talked about is all, it's not like right next door to each other, but it's all relatively in the same area.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you drive down the road a little bit and here's the next one. It's all part of the Freetown National Forest, like where the ledges and stuff are.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The Haunted Chair. Located in the
I have
Mayflower
never seen
Cemetery in
this thing.
Thornton is a curious monument, an empty chair. The grave belongs to Pearl E. French, who tragically died at just 3 years old. Pearl's
Yeah, I didn't
grave
do a lot
marker
of
reads, "The
cemeterying
Vacant
in
Chair."
Taunton.
Legend says Pearl died after falling over backwards in a chair, whilst others claim she died in a fire while sitting in a chair. However, the truth according to historical records is somewhat different. Pearl actually died of meningitis on March 26, 1882. Despite this, it is claimed that the chair is haunted, and in the dead of night it has been seen rocking, with a light emanating from it. Others report feeling
Am
very
I the only one that thinks it's kind of screwed up that if they think she died in the chair, that they use that on her headstone?
Yep.
Isn't that kind of like, haha?
So it's a little weird.
That's the first thing I thought of is like, it'd be like if you got hit by a car and they put a
A car
car.
on your gravestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's really
Thanks.
weird.
Like, I'm good.
Oozy around the grave.
Seems
The
disrespectful.
sculpture seems to evoke so much emotion
I
that
won't
people
have a
place
grave.
teddy bears and flowers at the grave of the child they never knew.
Oh, you will.
This is
Big
Pod
lavish
5,
one
the first fully immersive sleep system.
with real flowers
Intelligent,
always there, but ones you can't pick.
No.
Yes.
Village Cemetery in
No.
Rehoboth.
Yeah, see, I didn't
This
do a lot of
historic
cemetery
cemetery
visits when
located
I
in
lived there.
Rehoboth was built in the 18th century and is the final resting place for many of the town's early settlers. The graveyard has several unusual gravestones with large, elaborately carved headstones. However, one of the most famous is a simpler affair. A simple stone marker marks the grave of Mary Dyer, a Quaker martyr who was hanged in Boston for her religious beliefs in 1660. Beneath the cemetery are several underground tombs, used to keep deceased family members together. With so much history attached to the cemetery, it's no surprise that it's haunted, and many visitors to the graveyard have experienced sightings of ghostly apparitions. Perhaps the most famous of these is that of the Rehoboth Antiquarian, a mysterious figure who roams the cemetery at night and leaves strange markings on some of the headstones. The Hockomock Swamp Monster and Bigfoot. The legendary monster is said to inhabit the Hockomock Swamp.
Oh, that's creepy.
The creature is described as a bipedal humanoid standing between 7 and 10 feet tall, with a foul smell and glowing red eyes.
I've been out
It
there
is
at
a
night.
fearsome creature who preys on unsuspecting visitors. The unknown species has been likened to Bigfoot, and here are just a few of the reported incidents involving the unknown beast. In 1988, 2 boys followed a pair of giant 3-toed footprints into the swamp, and to their horror were confronted by a massive bird-like creature that neither of them recognized. The giant bird was as scared of them as they were of it, and it took off, flapping its huge wings as it went. The boys ran for their lives and recounted their story to the police and their family, who concluded that they had seen a great blue heron. The children swore the creature they saw was too big to be a heron and had a human-like face. However, some believed the children, as they remembered a similar incident in 1971, when a well-respected Norton police sergeant named Thomas Downey was driving home when he came across a giant creature standing at the edge of
This
Hockomock
is the
Swamp.
story of the Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
but
they're not talking about Thunderbird.
no, they're talking about it as some kind of weird monster.
Yeah.
And this was definitely the Thunderbird story
Yeah.
because I remember the cop in all that. I wonder if they're going to talk about the Pilgrim Village or the Pilgrim Cemetery in Taunton. I've been to that. I've been in there. I've touched the graves.
Like actual pilgrims?
Yeah, yeah. There's from like some of the first settlers in town. It's the original cemetery.
Yeah, that's cool.
We used to it would be a bike ride through some trails up in the woods and we'd go there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the gravestones I think started at the late 1600. I want to say some of them are older though.
Mm.
But I mean they're very old. And I think it got vandalized.
Oh, I'm sure.
Bastards.
Yep.
According to Thomas, it resembled a bird,
The
but
gates
stood
of
over 6 feet
hell.
tall.
Yeah,
When it spotted
yeah.
it flew away and had a wingspan of about
Like
8 to 12
what
feet
is
in
that?
length.
Like the Hounds of Hell type stuff?
When
Yeah.
other officers arrived at the scene, a few large, 3-toed footprints were spotted, similar to the ones the boys followed. Oddly enough, the sighting was at a place called Bird Hill, where the indigenous people frequently spoke of
okay.
a legendary thunderbird. Their ancestors claimed the great bird lived in the swamp, and to this day, apparently still does. Just a year before the thunderbird sighting, another cryptid made its presence felt. This time it was likened to Bigfoot. Residents reported seeing a hairy 7-foot monster running through their yards,
Bigfoot got such a
sometimes on all 4
saucy
legs.
stroll.
Local and state police conducted a lengthy manhunt for what they believed was a giant bear, but the creature wasn't ever spotted or captured. Then on April 8, 1970, 2 police officers were parked in a cruiser near the swamp, when suddenly the rear end of their car lifted into the air and then dropped with a loud bang.
Call my
The
cousin.
officers quickly spun the car around and shined
He's a
their
Taunton
spotlights
police
on
officer.
something hairy,
See
resembling
if
a
anything,
bear,
if he's ever
running
heard
off
this
on 2
story.
legs. A thorough search was ordered, but no bear or any other creature was ever found. Another incident involved a hunter who shot a large animal in the woods. The creature didn't die and was shocked when it ran and gave a half-human, half-animal cry. Later, the hunter found brown hair and blood on some leaves along the path the creature fled down. Over the years, there have been several reports of a bipedal creature entering residents' backyards and gardens. The creature has never been identified, and it and its offspring are said to still roam the swamps and forests around the Bridgewater Triangle.
The woods there are pretty dense, so.
The Pukwudgie.
Pukwudgie. Here we go.
The Pukwudgie is another creature from American lore that is said to inhabit Freetown State Forest. It is described as a small grey skinned humanoid with big ears that can be both helpful and spiteful.
You know, I think the thing about the Pukwudgie that makes me not believe is it basically sounds like it totally sounds like a character from like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
It does.
It's like 3 foot tall. It kind of looks
Troll-like.
troll, but like also kind of like a muskrat or a rat in the face. It carries a staff and a bag, and it kind of wears clothes, but it's hairy like an animal, and it speaks to you,
So weird.
and it plays tricks on people.
Yeah,
This sounds like a D&D character.
it does.
It's like something from like a Dark Crystal or the Labyrinth or something.
Mhm.
That's what I imagine this from. It's so weird.
Body.
All right,
depending on its mood.
we're gonna learn about the Pukwudgie.
In Wampanoag legend, the Pukwudgie is thought to be a guardian of the forest. Many people have claimed to have had encounters with the creature while hiking or camping, and its footprints have been
Again, if you guys don't remember, Exploring with Josh did a video about the Bridgewater Triangle, but it was very heavy on the Pukwudgie topic, and he claims to have had this like a experience with one because I don't know if he's going to get into it, but supposedly they're not just troll-like little creatures; they're also magical creatures. This is my issue with this whole thing, right? Is it definitely sounds like a D&D character, but they can turn themselves into a glowing ball in which they travel around the forest. And that's like how they get around. That's how you're supposed to be able to pick them out. But if you want a really good deep dive, go check out Exploring with Josh's Bridgewater Triangle. It's basically what it's about.
seen on numerous occasions. For some, the Pukwudgie is a symbol of the enduring mystery
looks like a
surrounding the
raccoon.
triangle. Mysterious disappearances in the triangle. The Bridgewater Triangle is also notorious for its high number of unexplained disappearances. Sometimes a body is later recovered, but mostly no
Megan's
remains
coming.
are
I want to pause this and back this up and see what she thinks that looks like. I want to get your thoughts on this because they just showed a picture of a Pukwudgie, and
Like an actual picture?
you'll see. And I want to see what you think it is.
Okay.
is thought to be a guardian of the forest. Many people have claimed to have had encounters with the creature while hiking or camping, and its footprints have been seen on numerous occasions. For some, the
What is that?
A porcupine.
Porcupine.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a porcupine.
That is a raccoon.
It looks like a porcupine. Look at the little spikes off the back.
It's moving.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really low quality camera. And the compression in it can't capture the movement.
It looks like a porcupine.
Look at this is what I'm talking about right here. Look, those are like raccoon markings. Look at the face and stuff. That's a raccoon face. Look at this leg. That's a raccoon leg. That's a raccoon hand.
It looks like a porcupine.
Pukwudgie is a symbol
What
of
a
the
waste of
enduring
time.
mystery surrounding the triangle. Mysterious
something up here.
disappearances in the triangle.
Yes,
The
it's a
Bridgewater
crackoon.
Triangle is also notorious for its high number of unexplained disappearances. Sometimes a body is later recovered, but mostly no remains are found, and no clues as to where the person is are discovered. It's as if they have just vanished off the face of the earth. Despite the efforts of law enforcement and search and rescue teams, many of the
Holy shit. There are porcupines found in Massachusetts,
Oh, you don't say.
particularly in the western and central parts, which this is all in the east. But I mean, I guess it's not too much of, of a far off thought to think that it could come over. So I did not think porcupines were, now that I think about it, yeah, I did know that. Interesting. But come on, like, look at this porcupine.
Mhm.
Look how stubby and chunky it is.
It's so cute.
It is. But like, look at that. And now, like, let's look at it. Let's look at a raccoon. I know you know what a raccoon looks like, but let's look at one anyways.
Definitely know what a raccoon looks
I
like.
just said I know you do. But like, come on. There's the lines, like, that could travel up his back. It was a raccoon.
It's a porcupine.
Missing persons cases in the Bridgewater Triangle remain unsolved. Some people believe that these disappearances are the result of
Oh,
supernatural
what's that, Megan? You
forces,
think it's a
while
raccoon?
others
I
think
agree.
that there may be a more
Porcupine!
rational
I
explanation.
can't hear you.
David Plyders, author of the Missing 411 books, has
Mute
looked at
me.
some of the cases, as he
Be
believes
quiet
they
or
are
I'll
linked
put
to
that
other
raccoon
people
on you.
who have gone missing. According to Plyders, there are many
That's not
cases of people
Massachusetts.
who have vanished in
No.
national parks and forests that are not properly investigated by authorities. He
It
believes
looks
that there
like
is a pattern
Colorado.
to these
Mhm.
disappearances, and that there may be something more sinister at play. We'll take a look at just a couple of the many unsolved disappearances in the Bridgewater Triangle.
There's a lot.
We'll start with Herbert Witten, who, whilst out walking his dog in 1974, completely vanished off the face of the earth. His dog was found, but 66-year-old Herbert was never seen again.
Mm.
4 years
Puppy.
later,
This is also a national forest. Okay, like maybe something mystical happened to these people, but let's not forget that this is a national forest and people do get lost
Mhm.
and die, unfortunately, and not never found again. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that I don't believe it couldn't be something, paranormal in nature, but it is a forest.
Or cryptid in nature.
Well, that would fall under paranormal.
Shh.
in 1978, 12-year-old Andrew Amato went for a bike ride in the Bridgewater Triangle, but never returned.
Yes, my
His bike was
5-year-old. Just
found
send him out on a
abandoned,
bike in the
but no
forest and
trace
hope
was
he
ever
comes
found
back.
of Andrew.
Ugh.
Then there was
Man,
the
times
baffling
are different.
case from
Mm.
1997, when a small plane crashed in the Hockomock Swamp. The plane was mainly intact, but there was no sign of the pilot, and despite extensive searches, he was never
Yeah.
found.
It happens
To this
everywhere
very
there's
day,
big
it is not known
forests.
if he
I
survived
mean,
It
the
happens
crash
here.
or something else
all the
happened.
time.
Hmm.
Lastly is the baffling case of Melissa Chiari, who disappeared in 2008 whilst hiking
don't know
in the
this one.
Hockomock Swamp area. Despite an extensive search, Melissa was never found. Some people believe that these disappearances are the result of natural causes, such as animal attacks or getting lost in the wilderness. However, David Plyders believes that there may be something more sinister at play, such as abductions or even supernatural forces. This has just been a sample of the many strange things that go on in and around the Bridgewater Triangle. There are several theories as to why the area is a hub for strange happenings. Some believe that the area is a vortex of supernatural energy, while others attribute the occurrences to the region's dark history, including the displacement of Native American tribes. What do you think is going on there? And would you step foot in the Bridgewater Triangle?
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.
I'm from
And
there.
as always, we'll see you in the
Not
next
only will
video.
I step foot in it, I was born there.
Yeah.
So that was good. I'm glad we watched that. I feel like it did have stuff that we didn't talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was
I enjoyed that.
pretty rad.
Pretty
Um,
B-rad.
yeah, but rad.
I knew you were going to do this.
Let's play a game.
Oh, I can't read that.
You can't read that?
No.
What are you, blind?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Here, let me hold
I
my
don't.
phone this close to
I
your
don't.
face and see if you can read it. I cannot see that far away.
When you're done rambling on, let me know, and I'll let you know if I. All right, that's better.
Oh my God. I'm just go for it.
All right, let's play a game. The first one we're going to go with is this one right here.
Oh,
Oh, but what about what's all that trash you were talking?
Acushnet?
Yep,
Okay.
a cushionette.
Acushnet.
Yeah,
Okay.
my dad used to take me to eat there.
Agawam?
We're not going to read them all.
Amherst?
Amherst. I meant to highlight this one. I'm having a hard time.
Amesbury?
Yeah. Right. Let me see. Some of them are actually really easy. Mm, I'm having a hard time seeing them as I'm scrolling.
Brockton?
I feel like Brockton's pretty easy. What about this one?
Chelmsford?
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford. It was close.
How about this one?
Cosset?
Cohasset.
Cohasset.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cohasset.
Cohasset. What?
It's just funny the way you said it. Oh man.
Dartmouth. I know somebody who lives there.
I, you know, how do you know her?
Listen.
Yeah. I want to get,
Dirty Riv.
I want to get to
Foxborough.
the ones that I know are going to be hard, but I'm not. There's so many freaking towns,
I know,
man.
it's a lot. Holoki?
Holyoke.
Holyoke?
Holyoke.
Oh, sounds dirty.
I'm gonna give you that Holyoke, girl. Uh,
Ipswich?
yeah, Ipswich. Where? Oh, here we go.
Leicester?
Oh, wow. All right, here's a good one.
Leominster?
Yep. I think I've asked you. I think I've gotten you with that one before, though. That's why. Mm, really want it. Oh, here we go.
Middleborough? Oh. I don't know.
Mattapoisett.
Mattapoisett?
Yeah, Mattapoisett.
Okay.
That one.
Methuen?
Methuen.
Methuen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
These are hard towns to
Yeah.
pronounce unless you're like from there and know the specifics on how to do it. But I feel like a lot of people truly butcher
Some of them
these
are
names.
not pronounced the way they look.
No.
I mean, look at Leominster.
Right.
It looks like Leo Minster. So I mean, it doesn't. It just doesn't look close at all. Um, see, some of them I would ask you, but you do know. I know you know how to say them.
Rainham?
Yeah, you even say it the right way. You don't
Mm.
say Rainham.
It's Rainham.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
Saugus?
Oh, you got it. You got it. I know you were. I know you were like it might be wrong.
I feel like half of them are gonna be wrong. But I've only missed a couple. South Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Lancaster?
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like that's right.
It. Me either. I've never been there.
uh Swampascott?
You know, just Swampscott.
No, literally just Swamp Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
This one,
Swansea?
Swansea.
Swansea?
Yeah. Now you can't argue that because if you have a friend named Jessia,
I do.
Swansea,
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Swansea. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Tewksbury.
All right, damn it. Well, we put that in an episode too.
Kingsborough.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where?
Wareham.
Wareham.
Oh my God. All the other ones are like shortened all weird, but not that one.
How about
I can't see. Watham?
Waltham?
Oh my God. Wellesley.
Wellesley.
Add an extra syllables when there
No,
doesn't need to be.
really?
Yeah.
Wellesley.
Oh my God. It's so stupid.
You're just mad because you got it wrong. Wait, wait, wait. Where is it? Where's Rentham? I wanted to get her with Rentham.
I know Rentham. Where is it?
I don't know.
Keep going. Is that it?
No, I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, never mind. There's more. I was like, what?
Now you just gave it away.
That's fine. I don't care.
Weymouth.
No, good one. Good one. You got it. You got it.
Westminster.
Yep, just like Westminster Abbey. Hmm.
Well, I know a lot of these towns are named after like European towns.
They are.
I know.
I already got you with Weymouth. Yeah, there it is. Rentham.
Rentham. Yeah. Yarmouth.
Why did we start over at A?
I don't. And it's literally the same page. You're still scrolling down and it went back to the top.
We're going to end on this one.
Ugh. Billerica?
Billerica.
Billerica?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, that was fun. That was fun. So I
I
mean,
did
you
pretty
you
good.
you did good.
I did pretty good.
I'm not going to say you didn't. You definitely did. You did really good.
It was very hard
You did
at first.
you did a lot better than I was expecting if I'm being honest.
When we first got together and like you said these town names, I was like, "Excuse me?
How do
Like
I make
what?"
that go away? How do I?
I think it
There we go.
yeah, I think it does. I was gonna say I think it does.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Bullhassett. Oh, you work in Bullhassett? Dude, do you guys still do you live, I don't want to say where you live, but do you still live, how do I put this? Near the old bowling alley? Do you guys still live in that area? You know, the big house. I know, I'm pretty sure you guys don't, I know you don't live there anymore, but do you live near there? But yeah, that's a fun game. That's a fun game.
Yeah.
Because
It was pretty good.
I feel like if we weren't together,
I would not know that at
you
all
would not
whatsoever.
be
I
able,
would
you would,
butcher every single one.
yeah, because some of them, New England towns are just, a lot of them are adapted from England,
Mhm.
but then we pronounce them different.
She said, "No, we don't."
You don't live, I know you don't, I know you don't live, well, because I'm trying to do this without,
Struggling.
because I can pop a town name out and I don't want to be like, do you guys still live here? Whatever, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so they just, and then to make it even worse is like they have an accent.
Oh yeah.
So then you have to throw that in on top of it. And because it's spoken in that area with that accent, the only
Mhm.
correct way to say it is that way.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun though. It's fun. I know how to say them all.
Well,
Because
I
I'm,
enjoyed that video.
so did I.
That was a
So
good
did
one.
I. Gave us some stuff that we had never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So this was fun. I don't know what we're going to do for tomorrow. I have no idea yet.
Oh.
We don't live in the town. I know you don't live in the town. I just figured you guys still lived close to that area. But as you can see here, thank you guys for joining us, all six of you, or nine. I don't know. There's six of you here
9 at
now.
one point.
I think nine at some point. That's all that matters. This probably looks weird as hell on you. Yeah, that looks strange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's videoception. But we'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we will find something interesting to watch, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And thank you guys for being here and your
Thanks.
support. Don't
Yes,
forget,
of course. All of your support.
come check us out on Patreon if you care. not like
That's
that.
not.
That's not what I meant. That's not how I meant it. I meant like if you care to join us, not like if you care you would join us.
If you care.
That's not how I meant it. It's just how it came out. I'm old. Whatever. You know what I meant. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Make it